Alive. I think we are live. Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It's your boy, the Crypto Siege, with another day in the life, in the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good afternoon. Hope you guys are doing awesome. This thing looks like it froze again. There it is. What is going on, people? Turn that off. Hopefully, everyone is having a good and awesome day. Some really good news. I got something sent to me in my Twitter email or Twitter messaging, I guess I should say. I wanted to share that with you guys. Major shout out to Alex Yeet for sharing that with me. I'm going to share with you guys as well. Really good. Billion 2. What's going on, man? Never ever forget. That's right, my friend. That is exactly right. Never ever forget. What's going on? How you doing this day, man? How's your afternoon going? Everything good? Everything good? It's good to see you in the stream, man. Yeah, so shout out to Alex Yeet. Share something that I thought was pretty awesome. Gonna talk about that a little bit. Gonna talk a little bit about Deutsche Bank. Because I think it's it's significant in a lot of ways, all things considered. So definitely going to share that with you guys as well. Absolutely exciting times. It feels as though things are really kind of moving forward. Which is exciting. Got a couple of stuff in the Twitter that I'm going to talk to you guys about as well. But yeah, really good times. Where's my coin fair? Okay, sure, my coin fair value tab is up. Sure, I'll check out some of the prices. I'll wait for a couple more people to hop on here. Say what's up, give some shout outs to the people that got on early. Then I want to do this video early. You guys can kind of enjoy your Friday. Probably will hop on again Friday, but it probably won't be until tonight, so like 9-ish. Gonna definitely check out the college basketball game tonight at 7 o'clock for sure. Got my dog. See what Ms. Crypto see if she wants to hang out as well. So yeah, real exciting afternoon video. Again, I'm kind of testing the different times, guys, so that I can kind of see. I know we got some international people who tune into the stream, so I'm trying to check out the times. Tomorrow, early Saturday, I will look at the numbers and the analytics again, see what's up. Stevo DXRP, what's going on, my dude? How are you? Strength gains, I love it. What's up, Siege? I can't wait to see institutional FOMO happen for XRP. It's going to be a wild ride, yes, sir. A question that it is going to be a wild ride. 20:30 here in the UK, so that's 8:30 UK time. Is that right, Steve OD? XRP 8:30 p.m. UK time. Is that right? Well, that's cool. That's really good to know. So that's a good time for the UK. So I like that. I like to know that as well. So that is what's up. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you being here. Corey Trevor, what's good? What's good, my friend? How are you? Enjoy the show. Enjoy the ride, without question. All right. Yes, bud. Okay, cool, man. That's good to know, bro. I appreciate that, man. And I definitely want to hit that demographic as well when I'm doing the streams, and so even if it means 3 streams a day, a morning, a mid-afternoon, about 3:30, and an evening stream, one of those streams will be shorter than the other two. I like to go an hour, but considering that it's going to be 3, one of those streams will probably shorter. So we'll see how it goes, and hopefully. I am planning to do the ride again, do videos in the ride again, roughly 9 o'clock in the morning. I just do a little trip, get out to my second office, and do a little bit of work in the second office so I can rationalize doing the morning drives when I have zero place to be in the morning. Get to the second office, which we call Starbucks here, do a little bit of work, and then just head back home. It's not that. It only takes the drive is 20 minutes, right? So if I can do the drive in 20 minutes, do the video, get to my second office, get a little bit of work done, even if it's just my morning affirmations routine and a visualization routine. I'm not big on checking a bunch of emails. Do that and then head back. And this way I can hit you guys up with that video in the morning as well as the stream. So we're gonna see how that goes. Jag 17, what's going on, my friend? It's good to see you in the stream, man. Good to be here, Mr. Siege. I appreciate you being here, bro. Brandon L, what is up? What's up, my dude? How you doing, man? I'm heading out to the Dominican Republic in the morning time for vacation. I hear you, man. Have a good time out there. Good time. Yeah, Ms. Crypto Siege is going on a company trip, all expenses. Head out, head out to Cabo. Gonna be all the girls and go hang out. So I'm gonna hang here and do stuff, get some things. XRP number one, 2135 here in Europe. Okay, so that's 735. You said here in Europe? This is a really good time. 3:30 US time, Eastern time. That's a good time. So you're talking Europe. Can you tell me whereabouts in Europe? We got UK is it's 8:30, so they're 21. No, that's 9:30. 21 is 9:30. Yeah, 9:30 in Europe. Okay, I like that. Ralph Raymond, FUD articles are coming out saying XRP is the worst performing big market cap digital asset of 2019. This could mean Ripple making a big announcement by the end of the year. Yeah, so, right? So I love that because when you think about all things that go up must come down and all things that come down, right? After every, right? So what is the saying that my mentor used to say to me? After every recession, there is a, right? There's a bump, there's a positive. What's the opposite of a recession, right? So after winter comes, right? See what I'm saying? Right after the winter comes the spring, right? So after a rise is a climb, after every ebb is a flow, right? And so if it's been the worst performing, we all know the fundamentals, we all know partnerships. So then that means to me, what that says to me, Ralph Raymond, is that it's going to be one of the better performing digital assets in 2020. Right? Doesn't that make sense? Brian Schreier, what's going on, my dude? Good to see you in the stream, man. Guys, please hit the likes and subscribe if you haven't yet already. Thanks all. Yeah, I appreciate that. Robert, what's good? What's going on, my dude? How you doing, man? Man, life is good, bro. The good word is prosperous, man. The good word is prosperous. Legendary, what's going on, friend? What's going on? France here. Okay, so France, 9:30. Okay, good. XRP number one. I appreciate you being on the stream, man. What is the good word? What's going on in France, man? I like to know what's going on in terms of XRP hodlers out there in France, man. Would love to hear that. Love to hear that. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that, JS. What's the Deutsche Bank stuff? XRP has been making moves up, ending separation from DC. Not a professional here. Anyone else been seeing that? Yeah. XRP's the decoupling is going to happen. It's just a matter of time. Robert says he's doing well. I was glad to hear that, man. XRP number one strikes. Yeah, I hear you in terms of reaching out and people trying to spread the word, right? I mean, all you can do personally, right, is level up. You got to level up your XRP IQ. Sometimes you can't come at them with XRP. Sometimes you just got to come, have a conversation just about finance and what's going on. A lot of times, what we do is we talk about finances. What's your plan B? Do you have another option out there? Because what we say here in the States a lot of times is, in fact, Forbes magazine said this as well. My friend said that there is the new job security is a side hustle, a side gig, this new cash flow, right? So the new job security is side hustle. So maybe talk to them about that, right? Begin a conversation. What do you have a plan B? What is your form of job security? Because we know it's not a job. So do you have a side hustle, right? So our side hustle became our primary source of income, but then we weren't going to take that income and put it in a bank. That was not happening. What good would that do? So we took the cash flow and we decided to put it into digital assets, right? Just like there's got to be a wealth accumulation. You know what I mean? It's got to be a wealth strategy, right? I got 2 books in the mail the other day that I ordered because I was hanging out on the Rich Dad Poor Dad channel, and one of them is What Would the Rockefellers Do? And it's talking about legacy, sustainable wealth, cash flow, impact, freedom, cash flow banking, right? You got to get that book. Got to learn about that, right? Another one is Killing Sacred Cows. Again, Rich Dad Poor Dad channel recommended this one as well, right? This is about wealth accumulation. Unlock your wealth. Love it. You know what I mean? So sometimes you got to kind of talk about that way, and then this digital asset space, and then you can kind of pivot over to the digital asset space, and then ask them if they ever heard of Bitcoin, right? Ask them if they know anything about XRP. Says a lot of times it's the way you come at them. That's the thing, because sometimes when you're rah 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 cheering, they're not used to that. So you got to come from them at a different level and get them thinking a little bit different. Then you can bring in the greatest digital asset ever created, right? So, okay, 589 super chat. Brian Schreier, appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that, my friend. You're always so generous, man. I appreciate you contributing to the stream, brother. All right, so I'm gonna do some shout outs here real quick, and then I'm gonna hop into the news. John Barlow, what is going on, man? Steve OD, appreciate you being here. XRP number one. Glad to see you in the stream, man. All the way from France. Legendary's in the building. Robert Westberg, what's good? Brian Schreier, again, I appreciate you being here. Ralph Raymond, appreciate your content for contributing to the stream, man. Jason GO2, not first, but you and Mr. Free Corner should do a live stream together. Really, yeah, maybe we should, man. We'll have to hook that up and see what's good. Brandon L, what's going on, man? I appreciate you being here. Jag17, appreciate you being here, my friend. Brandon, I think I said Brandon L already. Said Stephen. Corey Trevor, good to see you. Strength Gains, thank you for being here. Dubian 2 is first on the scene. Appreciate you being here, my friend. Vault 10 E Grishas Jr., good evening. Good to see you here. But 179 Kevin, what is good, my dude? I got 22 cent XRP. Hope we see 10 cent. Seeing XRP, got some money burning at XRP holding my pocket. I hear you. I'm trying to get. I hear you, 179 Kevin. I'm if I can get that 5 for $1, man, lovely. That would be lovely. JS, good to see you on the stream, my friend. Absolutely. So yeah, so my man Alex Sheets, shout out to Alex Sheets. He sent me this, I think it was early this morning. He sent me this. We had an appointment early this morning, so I didn't get a chance to check it out. But let me share with you what he shared with me. Really, really interesting stuff. Let me make sure this thing is going on. I'll tell you what, guys, OBS Studio is something to behold. Yeah, so I gotta check that out, see what's up. This is what he sent me, man. I just think, and I didn't get a chance to go over it, so we're gonna read it together. But the fact that this is where it's coming from a Deutsche Bank strategist, I thought was pretty interesting. So it says here, crypto is on the verge of breakout decade. I don't know if they mean breakout of a decade, but in either case, this is from a Deutsche Bank. I think I might have spelled Deutsche wrong in my stream. Strategist. While digital asset prices are struggling big time, the best days of the crypto industry are yet to come as fiat currencies continue to lose trust. And that, I'm telling you, is going to be the narrative. I'm telling you, that's going to be the narrative. So fiat currencies are fragile. Banks are caving. Where did I get craving from? Are caving into digital assets. In his new research paper entitled Imagine 2030, Deutsche Bank analyst Jim Reed offered a bullish outlook for digital assets for the next decade. Bloomberg reports. Okay, he believes that the fledgling asset class could thrive in the 2020s due to the looming demise of fiat money. Fiat currencies are fragile. Reed states that the forces that kept the fiat system together look fragile now. And it seems like the age of government-backed currencies is coming closer to an end. The forces that have held the current fiat system together now look fragile, and they could unravel in the 2020s. He further predicts that gold and crypto, which are generally considered to be safe haven assets, are positioned to explode on the heels of a backlash against fiat currencies. If so, that will start to lead to a backlash against fiat money, and demand for alternative currencies such as gold or crypto could soar. Recently, TV host Max Kaiser pointed to the fact that Bitcoin was making new all-time highs in numerous fiat coins around the globe, and it could be worth millions in USD. Meanwhile, billionaire hedge fund manager Ray Dalio rings alarms over the broken financial system, predicting that it was on the verge of a paradigm shift, right? A way that we look at things, a paradigm shift. That was seen as an endorsement for Bitcoin by the digital asset community. This crypto is not seen as a fad by the representative for traditional finance. That is so huge of a statement. Crypto is not seen as a fad by the representatives of traditional finance anymore. As reported by You Today, the Bank of France is on track to start testing its own digital asset next year, which is a few weeks away, right? Back in October, Herbert Scheidt, the chairman of Swiss Bankers Association, claimed that old school banking institutions need to implement innovations not to be left behind by their emerging competitors, which is the non-bank financial institutions. Still, some of the big banking players remain stubbornly against crypto. On December 3rd, a Danish court allowed the largest Scandinavian bank, Nordea, to prevent its employees from buying or selling Bitcoin. Its employees. Kind of the same thing that JP Morgan kind of did, don't you think? Don't you think? The fastest news to crypto news is to follow us on Twitter. Interesting article, would you not say? Interesting article, right? Deutsche Bank strategist and or analyst. Don't you think that's pretty interesting? That's coming out now, especially in light of the kind of the issues that's going on with Deutsche Bank. But I'm going to show you something about Deutsche Bank and the fact that they've been messing around and considering DLT and different financial instruments and incomes and or products from digital assets. I'm going to show you an article about that as well. But that statement that the representatives from the traditional finance space are not looking at digital assets as a fad any longer. Guys, there's 52 people on the stream, only 29 likes. I appreciate if you take a second, just close the chat, hop out if you like the content, smash the like button, and then come back into the chat. It definitely helps with the algorithm, helping more people to be able to see the stream for sure. What do we got? So, guys, what do you think about that article? I mean, just think about that for a second. John, what's going on, man? Morris Prince C7, what's good, fam? How you doing, my man? XRP number one says 70% of central banks, based on 63 central banks that participated in the survey, are currently researching the issuance of CBDC. Absolutely. It's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when, right? In terms of XRP, it's not a matter of if, it's not a matter of when, it's a matter of how big. Butterfly Trader One, what's going on? Rosuzio, I'm sorry if I screwed that up. Good to see you in the stream, my friend. Rumor a new corridor from Andorra to San Marino. I don't know where any of those places are. Butterfly Trader One. Where are those locations? I appreciate you guys hitting the likes. I definitely appreciate that, guys, for sure. So just think about that for a second. Deutsche Bank. I find it very, very interesting that they would come out say something like that. I don't think they're going to go down swinging. I know that they understand that they need to pivot, take advantage of blockchain, take advantage of DLT. Don't you think? But before I go over to the next article, let me go over to coin fair value and see what's kind of going on there. Let me refresh this so we get the updated prices. Coinfairvalue.com, guys. If you have not checked it out, I would strongly encourage you to check it out to kind of get a different perspective in all things. And you know what I like about this? But 80% of the time I go here, green is positive, red is negative, right? And XRP has been always green except for this uncertainty one, right? In the last couple of days, it's according to their calculation has been negative, right? So it's not a bias. It's actually a very open and objective view of the digital assets. And so their definition of fair value is intrinsic or theoretical value of the coin according to its current usage. Fair value is the result of a new yet simple rational economic model for currencies. similar to what discounted cash flows is for stocks. So we can see here that, again, XRP did displace Bitcoin as the number 3 spot. Current price of XRP is 22.5 cents roughly. The fair value price has gone down $1.29. Bitcoin's price is $7,455 currently. Fair value price is $6,241. And so the fair value changed over the last 24 hours. You can see XRP is minus 4.77 cents. Bitcoin is minus 0.03 cents, and Ethereum is minus 1.4%. So I really do like, it's a different perspective, I believe, on what's kind of going on. I like it. Sean Livingston was in the building. What's going on, my dude? How you doing? Grand solo minimum crypto and fiat hyperinflation Georgia pipe. I don't plan for years happening now. Derek, I cannot pronounce your last name, so I won't begin that. Good morning from Australia, my brother. Good morning, my dude. How you doing, man? What time is it in AM there? It looks like 3:30 is a good time to reach good places. What part of Australia are you, Derek? And what time is it there, my friend? XRP number 1. Any thoughts on using that site for value crypto buys? No, not for me. XRP number 1. Not yet. I don't know if it's been around long enough, but no, not yet. Just so not yet. So I don't. I'm not certain about it yet because it hasn't been around long enough. I like livecoinwatch.com, but I think this is a different perspective. I don't know the metrics that Livecoin Watch uses. I don't trust the metrics that CMC is using at all. 6:22 in the morning. Wow, Derek, man, I appreciate you being here, man. Are you on your way into work, or you work from home, or you chilling? You're off today? What's going on? Glad to see you in the stream, Derek. Glad to see you here, my friend. Guys, please smash the like buttons. And if you like what you're hearing, don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell, right? So you get notifications when we come up live for doing our live streams. RDO. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Regular day off. I hear that, my friend. Glad to see you in the stream, man. Let's check out this new article. Not new article. Just came out, I believe, in September. Again, Deutsche Bank. It says DLT and digital assets path to smart custody. Deutsche Bank Corporate Bank. In the face of declining fee levels and increasing regulatory and market requirements for asset protection and market stability, the securities post-trade industry seeks a sustainable future. Distributed ledger technology may provide part of the answer by realigning the roles of its participants. In this vein, Deutsche Bank's new white paper, and this is September, I believe, September 2019, transitioning into the future of securities post-trade, DLT and digital assets path to smart custody, assesses how DLT can help custodian banks, financial market infrastructures, FMIs, and other post-trade industries participants enable growth by changing the basis of completion. The latest paper provides a vision for the faster delivery of securities post-trade and indicates how new technologies, specifically digital assets based on DLT, can help further automate post-trade processes and lead to a more sustainable future. Using a bond transaction on DLT as a case study, it explains how custody and settlement process can be brought into the issuance phase, delivering those sought-after efficiencies and bringing the industry closer to an Amazonized state. Very, very interesting, right? Let me see what he got here. Well, something else I wanted to read. Post-trade participants can use DLT and related tools to transform their operating models by aggregating value creation activities to create new internal efficiencies, says Boon Chan, Global Head of Market Advocacy Security Services, Deutsche Bank. Additionally, new tokenized asset platforms in the over-the-counter security space are adapting the digital asset operational model to deliver horizontally integrated issuance to post-trade platforms for more seamless client services, things like Securitize and Dharma. There is much to be accomplished in this road to a more modern post-trade industry and structure. For now, the paper concludes that the industry should explore DLT's application to create new products with customized services like tokenized assets and digitized securities. Asset managers, security issuers such as bond or equity issuers, investors, and post-trade service providers such as custodian banks and FMIs can partner to explore and co-create digitized new products and services. Wow. New products and services. That is massive. That's massive in a lot of ways, is it not? So they're making the moves, and then in the end, they know it's all coming. And I got a question for you. Heard this earlier this morning. Remember when we heard about Ripple and they're saying how they were working with 50 central banks or governments? Like, what are they doing with these central banks? I heard this question this morning from Cryptopolis. What are they doing working with these central banks? I know they're educating them on blockchain and educating them, of course, on the ledger and educating them, of course, with the benefits from using XRP. But when you say working with, that means that you're doing something together. Like, what are they working on, right? Think about that. Ralph Raymond says a lot of NDAs may expire December 31st. Also, new regulation in Germany may cause a snowball effect. Yep, that new EU law for digital asset custody solutions by household banks. Yep, I can see that. Regan Ty, what's going on, my friend? How are you? I don't think I've seen you in the street before, my friend. How are you? Yo, Siege, I'm new to your channel. I appreciate that. I think you're saying a morning member of the community, or morning member, which I'm not sure which one, for community for 5 months now. Keen to consume more content. I appreciate it. That's smart, right? Level up your IQ, my friend. Have you seen Xrp Darren Jr.? You talking about Darren Moore? Are you talking about Darren Moore or someone else, my friend? He introduced me to XDCE within a Sinfin and with R3. Is that the Darren Jr. you're talking about, Darren Moore Jr.? Peter Convey, what's going on, my friend? Okay, that must be a conversation amongst yourselves. I don't understand why you don't sell something out. I appreciate that, Derek. Love your work, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Leon Stairs in the building. Germany, you believe Germany's going to take the lead, huh? I hear that. Germany's going to take the lead in blockchain crypto for Europe. I hear you, man. Germany's smart, man. Yeah, absolutely smart, without question. Corey Trevor says, I need to increase my IQ of collateralized XRP loans, without question, right? Get on that Kava Lab site, learn more about that. Again, for me, I did a video a couple of days ago, but I'm never cashing out. You just want to, leverage that platform. Everyone's going to have to kind of make their own decision at what price point they may consider putting that XRP on that platform. But we all know, right, that a big commitment from Spring and our Ripple was donated to Kava. People from Ripple literally came to Kava and said, what can you do? We got this situation. What can you do about it? And then this was kind of spun off. And so I think Kava Labs is going to be huge. Brian Kerr seems to be a really, really smart guy. And I think what they're doing is the advantage to it, in my opinion, is the early adoption of the platform. And what I mean by that is people working with that platform early, I think is going to be significantly beneficial. Showing them how to use their CBDCs on the ILP. Says XRP number 1. Let me see. Did I miss something? Let me see something. Oh, okay. Any value on using, okay. On the IL. Okay. That's what you're saying, what they're doing with the central banks. I got you.